morning, King's Cathedral. Good morning. Good morning. I am Lady Leilani Williams. I'm excited to be with you here this morning. Welcome to the King's Cathedral Sunday morning worship experience. Please take a moment right now and like and share this service on your pages. Please make sure that you're liking and sharing with your family and friends so they can tune in to this service as well. If you are visiting with us here this morning, streaming with us for the first time, please type in the chat the city you are coming from, that you are watching from, so that we can connect with you. We are so excited that you're with us this morning. TKC partners, if you are here in the house, why don't you go ahead and type in Jesus is alive in the chat so we can get this worship experience going. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Well, as you can tell, I am not Johnny or Rami DeRay. Nevertheless, I'm excited to be with you this morning as your host of the Roundtable. And today we're excited because we get to talk about Sozo Small Group Ministry. Yes, Sozo Small Group Ministry. Now, Sozo is the heartbeat of TKC. It is the center of this ministry because it's our discipleship ministry. And it's so important to this ministry, which is why we talk about it so often. One of the important things about the Sozo ministry is because it's really how we as a body of believers learn how to walk together this Christian journey. We learn how to live in community, we learn how to share the gospel, and we learn how to apply the word of God in a practical way to our everyday lives, which is why it's so important and we talk about it so much. Good morning. Good morning. I see you all coming in. Good morning, Brenda and Leslie. I see you, Simon. Hey, Elisa. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Elder Sandra. Good morning. I see you all coming in. It's exciting to have you here. Now, this morning, I'm excited because I get to talk about the Sozo topic with two women that I could not be more prouder of. Not only are they a part of Sozo ministry, but they have just become new facilitators. So I'm excited to bring on as my guest this morning, Nadia Cashew and Andrea Robinson. Would you welcome them with me this morning? Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you? Looking wonderful this morning.
Amazing. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you both for being here this morning with me. Really just want to talk a little bit about the topic of Sozo, which is a topic that's talked about often here on the Roundtable. But I'm excited that I get to talk to you both because you have a unique perspective of not only being participants of Sozo, but you're also now newly facilitators, which is so exciting. I would love to hear from you, maybe first as a Sozo participant. How has Sozo transformed you as a person or your life in general?
I'll go first. Basically, I'm a loner, so to speak, or I was a loner. So it gives you like a group that you can study with, you can learn with, you can grow with, and not feel like you're being overloaded with information.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of Andrea. For me personally, it was nice because Lady L, you said something at the beginning where it allows us to take the word of God in practical pieces and apply it to our lives. And so being in that small group setting, especially someone who's nervous about groups, like you're just able to show up as yourself, you know, not be judged and just have real authentic conversations and just see so many different perspectives.
Awesome. Is there something in particular that you think that you have learned since being in the group that has changed you for the better?
Probably it's okay to be open and honest. Breaking down walls and getting to know people and reaching out to people outside of Sozo even is a big thing.
That's so good. And I love that that connects right to the heart of the goal of the ministry, which is living in community. So reaching out to people and really learning how to develop a circle of people that you can trust and depend on. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Nadia?
Yeah, I would definitely say that, being in Sozo helped me to recognize, like, I need my brother, I need my sister. One thing I remember when I first came to the King's Cathedral, Bishop used to say, you could be sitting right next to your miracle, but, you're not saying hi nor trying to build real relationships. And again, with Sozo being, small and intimate, you're able, like Drea said, to let your guard down, be vulnerable, and just show up how you are.
I love that. I love that. It's true, because I think when we're sitting in a huge congregation, it's so easy to become dependent on the pastor, the person speaking in front of you. And in Sozo, you really become dependent on your sister or your brother. And it really puts a different perspective on calling one another sister and brother versus something we do just because it's church, but really understanding that we're kind of walking through this together as a family. I love that. So I know that it can be difficult going from a participant to a facilitator, and that's a huge jump. And there's, some learning that needs to happen before making that decision. I'm curious to know, what was the thing or things that made you all decide to move forward when asked to become a facilitator? What made you decide to make that jump and become a facilitator?
I would say just the fact that, that the leaders per se believed that, I had the ability to do that. And I feel it was going to push me into an uncomfortable position, but I was open and willing and ready to grow, because at first, before being consistent with Sozo, I had my own reservations. But when the community, for instance, Drea would say, "Hey, where are you? I'm checking in on you." And I finally was consistent with it. I saw just a huge change within my walk with Christ. And so it's just ready to, continue to grow and develop different relationships with our church family.
Love it.
And I think that's what it was for me also, just knowing that people believe that it's something that I could do without failing. And the support that came behind it and everything made me feel like, oh, this is great. We can do this. This is something that's doable. I like this idea. And it gives you the opportunity to reach out to more.
I love that. I love that. Getting out of your comfort zone and really stretching yourself into a role that you maybe haven't had before. That's so powerful, and really is so much a key to being a part of Sozo, is for all of us to grow and develop in that way. Maybe we don't become facilitators, but we grow in a way where we could potentially become a facilitator. I love that. So I know you both pretty well, and I know that you both can be introverts, or you appear to be introverts when you don't know people quite well. But I know better that you can actually come out of your shell once you become more comfortable with people. But could you share, what would you say to encourage folks who are introverts, who are nervous about becoming a part of Sozo because of that small group idea? For an introvert, that could be really scary and bring up a lot of anxiety. How would you encourage someone who's an introvert to join a Sozo ministry?
If they're nervous about it, to just show up. And you don't have to say anything when you first go, but just being present. And eventually you'll start to see you'll get used to the people in the group. You'll start to see your walls break down little by little, and then feel comfortable enough to open up, joke around, and have fun with it, because it's not always learn. There is fun that happens in Sozo too. So
good. Thank you for saying that. What would you say, Nadia?
Yeah, I would definitely piggyback off of what Drea said. We don't need to necessarily put our cameras on to hear what's going on. And the great thing that we do in our particular Sozo was, we start off, "Hey, how are you doing?" Lots of jokes are happening, laughter is happening. So there's no pressure, to be perfect. It's literally just show up as you, because, we need you just as you would need a Sozo ministry. So that's what I would say. Just come, show up, even with your camera off. You'll be glad that you did.
That's really good. I'm glad you guys both mentioned talking about your day and laughing and having fun. It's important that people know that Christians do laugh. We do know how to have a good time. And it's good to share that Sozo is not just about learning, but learning in different ways. It's not just the word, but how to engage with one another and recognizing that you all actually care about one another in the group, which is so important. I think this topic is really important that we talk about often to really get people comfortable and break down walls. It's something that we haven't done in the past. And so I know it takes a learning curve for people to decide that Sozo is something that they want to partake in. But you have heard firsthand from two people who not only participated in Sozo, but also are now facilitators, and how important and transformative it is. So if you're not a part of Sozo, I want you to click on the link that comes up in the chat and the bottom of the page, because it's so important that you participate in this. Before I end, though, I do want to do some rapid fire questions with my guest here on the roundtable this morning, just so that we can have some fun and we can get to know their personalities a little bit better. Super simple questions, nothing you have to worry about. The first thing that comes to your mind. Are you ladies ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Okay. So what is your favorite word?
Sunshine.
Love.
Love. Beautiful. Sunshine is your favorite word. You say it all the time. What sound or noise do you love hearing?
Ooh.
Water. The waves.
Ooh.
Laughter. Laughter.
That's mine. Okay. What noise or sound do you hate hearing?
Nails on a chalkboard.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Same one, Andrea. Okay.
Lawnmower.
A lawnmower. Okay. Especially early in the morning. I'm with you on that one. What's your favorite food?
Baked macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
Falafel.
Yes. Okay. And what profession other than your own would you like to try?
Social work.
Oh,
Dancer.
beautiful. See, super easy. And I've learned something about you both. Thank you so much for being here with me on the roundtable this morning, ladies. I so appreciate you, and I'm so excited about this journey of being a Sozo facilitator that you both are on. I could not be prouder of both of you and seeing you grow and develop over the years. Thank you all for being with us today. As we continue on in our worship service, I'm going to hand things over to Jean, who's going to bring us through offering and giving. Good morning, Jean.